My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Good morning. Jeez, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to those up there in the clouds watching, well, listening actually. Good morning to those who may be watching on the replay later on. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to the subbies. Good morning to the real supporters out there, okay? I am just doing my due because I said I'm going to start coming live more often. And, I'm just here chilling. I haven't seen anyone go live. I don't know. Hold on. Is my audio okay? Hold on. Let me check something real quick.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Girl, I just got up like a few minutes ago and I said, let me just do a quick live before I, start getting stuff done. Listen, what happened? I was reading Bertha May's wall. Did something major happen last night, or is it one of those jokey stuff where people are acting like they're sad over dumb stuff? So I saw Bertha May's wall a while ago, and Bertha May's wall said, because you got to do the community wall watch to know what's going on around here, okay? So Bertha May's wall says, OMG, she's over there fake crying about Lemon's fake ass dating show. Give me a break, lady. So now that I heard about that, I'm saying, who could possibly be, crying, and crying in air quotes, child, crying in um Lemon's chat. So it is, from what I'm seeing in the chat, it's just Krista. Foot Soldier, good morning. Good morning, Carrie. How did you sleep? I sleep well. I needed that rest. And, that's why I had to come off of here last night and go to bed, girl. I needed that sleep. Okay. Foot Soldier. Um, what's her name? Krista. It's Krista. So I just saw Bertha May's wall because I just scroll around a little bit before I came on here to see if like anything major happened. Um, I don't know where this crying happened. Did it happen on her channel? Did you see it? Did it happen on her channel? Did it happen on his channel? Did she click the link and cry over there? Is it like some real boohoo tears, or was it just a part of Act 15? Are we at take 10? She's a good actress. Good for those who don't realize she's acting, or good for those who want to be tricked or to be fooled that what she's doing is like some real shit. Like, I don't know if people are just playing into it, or they are really, really thinking like this is a real thing, or just getting caught up in a storyline. I don't know. Are are they just wanting to be caught up in it? Are they just, what is it? Like, how do you actually just think that this is true? Why? She definitely is a good actress. Foot Soldier, you and me both. You and me both, child. So, the most I know about what happens with her is if she clicks the link that I'm watching from a channel that I'm watching, because I don't know. I kind of listen. My first time really seeing her, do you guys remember where you saw her first? I think my first time ever seeing her was when there was this makeup challenge that was done. The makeup challenge, yeah. And I think it was over there by Pizarro, and she entered it, and she came acting all coy. And let me pin this link before I forget. I'll be on here for about an hour and a half. I'm waiting to see what time YouTube cameras goes live, and then after that I'm on my way over there to Ronnie Q. That's my routine for the morning, okay? Let me pin this link. There you go. Yeah. So the first time I saw her was over there by Pizarro. I don't know if it was a year ago, almost 2 years ago. I don't remember. I am not taking note. Like beef sector stuff, whether I'm here or not, I don't. I there are certain things that I just don't need to take like no duff. But anywho, so that's the first time I saw her. There was a makeup challenge, and she entered, and that's how I first saw her. I don't know where else she was before, or was it over by ODS? Probably not. It was over there by the spaceship for that challenge, and she was so sweet, being, oh, thank you guys for making me a part, making this old lady a part of the part of the challenge. I really appreciate. And she was cheesing the whole time, and the whole time, because the camera was all the way up in her face, and I'm like, does she do it like this all the time? Is it her first time being on camera? Whatever, I don't know. Hold on. So that was my first time ever seeing her. And I'm saying to myself, okay, she says, thank you for letting this old woman be a part of the makeup challenge. I had fun and whatever, whatever. And she was cheesing the whole time. And I'm like, okay, we got somebody new. Okay. Okay. And then she kept saying, making this old woman. And then when she actually told her actual age, I'm like, you're 51 or 52. Okay. But anyways, I didn't make much of that. I was like, okay, here goes somebody else that, is interested in stuff going on in the sector. And then after that, I started seeing her go on different panels and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so this one may be here to stay. And then people started to say she was around here for a long time. Good morning, Miami Popo. Good morning, T. Evans. Foot Soldier says there is no amount of attention that I would need for me to make a fool out of myself, especially at my age. Right, Foot Soldier. But for some, this to them is like a major thing. So it's important to make sure that you're always a part of a storyline. It's important to make sure that you click up with click up with people who have big channels, big according to this sector. So you could tell that that's the strategy and they're sticking to it. Make sure you, you know, be cool with people who have bigger numbers. Make sure you do crazy stuff so people could talk about you. Make sure you're a part of some storylines on here. That's basically her formula, you know. Do like some outlandish stuff so that people could talk about you. I'm thinking that that's her strategy, and maybe it's working for her, maybe it's not. Okay, good morning, T Daniel. So I got T Evans and I got T Daniel. Okay, remember when I was confusing both of you one day? So it's yeah. So when I saw her there, that's the first time I saw her. But then one major thing happened, and it was a situation with her and TC, and it is then that I knew that her motives was not genuine, was not true. Because the first thing she did was try to get herself involved in like a big story in the beef sector. And it was fun for her. In her mind, this is entertainment. I'm doing things to entertain the folks. So for me, I realized that she was just basically doing stuff. Yeah, T Daniel, I was confusing you with T Evans because Deanna went to Jamaica and she was talking about her experience with the people, and I'm like, ooh, Deanna, that's T Daniels people there. I don't come from that area. And I'm like, T Daniels, talk to your people. Why did your people have to do that and embarrass people like me? Because Deanna's experience was not so good. And I'm like, that's T Daniels people, but it was actually T Evans. I'm like, T Evans, get your people. And I'm like, the attitude that these people gave, it does not represent all Jamaicans. Okay. Good morning, Stephen Knowles Carter. Okay, good morning, Stephen. Is it Stephen or Stephen? Because some people say Stephen even with the PH. So I'm going to say Stephen to be on the safe side. Let me see. For Soldier says, it seems like all of the crazies have migrated to the beef sector. Maybe somebody could get Trump to send them back to where they came from. Oh my God. Foot Soldier. Yeah. So it was there that I found out that this person is just going to do as many crazy things as she can to get the spotlight on her and to, grow her numbers and, immerse herself into the beef sector. That is what I thought. Because I heard that she's been around for the longest time, 14 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. And she had her different channel on the BBW, and there were other people who she used to fight with and stuff. And lo and behold, I think that it is so true because I went over there by the Queen Before You Reacts, who shows like some videos of her and some of the stuff she used to do with the other people who she used to go back and forth with years ago. But anywho, that was the day that I found out she's an attention seeker. She's a person who wants to get attention to her channel by any means necessary, and she'll put on a show. And even if it's gonna be to the detriment of others, she doesn't care. Because that whole situation with her and TC, it was uncalled for. But for her, it was getting her the numbers, it was getting traction to her page, it was getting content creators to have her click the link to talk about it, and that was good enough for her. I remember I was over here one day doing my own thing on my channel, and TC clicked my link. It was during that time when they were supposedly in a relationship, and it was that time when myself and Ronnie Q were up here and TC was up here, and that is when she called us. Whose channel was she on doing this? Called us was it retard or whatever she was calling us. And I'm like, here I am minding my own business, doing my own thing like I normally do with TC whenever she does click the link and we chat and stuff. And she was calling us all sorts of stuff on somebody else's panel and stuff, and all of a sudden we became fools and retards and this and that and whatever, and here we go. And I'm like, I have never said anything to this woman a day in my life, never spoken directly to her, but she says all of TC's friends are this, that, and whatever. And I'm like, okay, fine, cool. If you say so. I have different things to prove otherwise, but I don't need to prove it on here. Um, so that is when I knew that something was amiss. That is when I knew that something was wrong, and all she was doing was to get her channel to be successful. It was to get her name out there, her feet wet, and so that she could actually introduce herself to everyone who is over here in the sector, basically. And it was then that I knew something was wrong. She was doing tours. She was doing like really long videos about TC, clicking people's link and talking about TC and this whole thing, and how TC was a man girl or whatever she called her, a puss dog or cat dog or something. And that this is when I knew that it wasn't, somebody who is just doing their content on their channel and getting it from the mud, doing their thing and gaining their subbies. It didn't seem like it was networking to me. It just seemed as if, hey, I'm going to do whatever I can to get publicity, whether it's good or bad. I'm going to go and do my thing. This TC storyline seems to be working for me. I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to make sure I click on all the panels that are talking about it and make it a major thing, especially those channels with the big numbers. I'm just going to go there and do my thing. That is what I pretty much read from that. And then shortly after that, or was it before? I don't remember. Maybe it was after, very shortly after, it was a situation with landlord. So I said to myself, this seems to be a trend. This seems to be a regular thing. It's going to be a regular occurrence over here. She's going to put herself up with someone and then be able to go on all any one of these channels over here that the numbers are there, and she's going to talk about her relationship. That's basically what it was. And you could tell it was acting most of the time. I don't know why people don't see that. It is just so evident what the person was doing. So how do you leave from TC in 2 seconds and be with landlord and be claiming that, oh, this is a relationship with me and TC and she doesn't want me to do this and that and whatever, and she was on everybody's panel talking about it, and I'm like, you would embarrass someone. And if she could click on, listen, she would click on links and talk about whatever was going on with TC and talk as much as she wanted about TC. But if TC ever was on a link or in a chat or mentioned one word, she chastised TC or try to talk down on her and stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's their business. They're grown people. They could do what they want to do. It's their business. So I just left it alone. Um, and then like 2 seconds after, it was the whole landlord situation. And I'm like, people don't pick this up. I kind of listen. I observe people a lot on here, so I picked that up in the very first, you know, in the beginning, in the offset of this. I'm like, in the onset, I'm like, listen, this is going to be a recurring thing. This is somebody who just likes the attention that comes with her being in some drama. And to her, she is actually like, providing entertainment. For her, it's entertainment. So if she's going to act and do whatever she needs to do and put on a show, she's going to do it. And then she's going to say, I'm entertaining the people. I'm entertaining the people. So you don't find it odd that she moved from TC to landlord in a split second. And I'm trying to remember if she had anything going on with Dovey over there with the. Remember when Dovey was doing her Love Boat show? Trying to remember if she was also a part of that over there. So it just shows that, this person was just doing what she needed to do to get her cloud, to get her numbers going, to get herself involved in like major stuff in the sector so people could talk about her. So that is what I got from that. And then, so we move from TC, we go to landlord. I'm hearing there was a little bit with Envy. I'm hearing there was a little bit with somebody else. Don't remember the name because it was in another sector. And then here we go, we're hearing about Lemon. So you are going to tell me that people are going to be blind enough to not realize that this is just all for show? Y'all are really, really thinking that this is like a real thing, a real relationship. Oh, she's hurt, and Lemon did this to her or said this to her. And I'm like, are you guys for real? This is a relationship that only happens when StreamYard, when somebody clicks live on their StreamYard. This is a relationship that just only happens when they're on a panel together. And you're going to tell me that you're over here thinking, and people were saying, oh, you can't be in the woman in her 50s doing this and doing that. All of the dramatic, the theatrics with the sucking of this, the sucking of that, it's all a part of the game for her to gain subscribers, to have her name ringing in the streets. And she will do it because it is what gets her noticed and talked about. And if it also means turning on people, so she could talk about them forever. That's also another strategy she uses. So I'm just saying, here you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And Buddy Lee. So I'm saying, do you guys really think it's just, by chance that it moved from TC Landlord, Envy, Buddy Lee, Lemon, all these names in a short space of time? Come on, act like you got some sense. This is somebody who's just doing this for attention, for publicity. It's her marketing strategy. It's her thing. It's her thing. That's what she's doing. You know, that's her strategy. And you know, kudos to her, I guess. But you have to do all of that to get your subbies up. How are you going to keep them? Because it means you're going to have to always be playing a fool or doing some damn stupid thing to keep them watching, to keep them there. So it may work for a short time, but what does it look like? What does the support look like in the long run? Is what I'm thinking to myself. Hey, Madison. For those who are just coming in, the link is pinned if you want to talk about just about anything. We don't have to talk about beef sector stuff only. It's my channel. I do what the hell I want and I don't jump when other people say jump and I don't do what the crowd does. So that's basically what I saw. Um Foot soldiers. Good morning, Madison. The foot soldier says the same people who were defending her and are now beefing with her. That's the name of the game. The same people, and then the same people who she used as a stepping stone to get her name out there, are the ones she's turning against. And you also have to know that for her, it's entertainment. For her, it's putting on a show. And it doesn't matter who she cusses and what she says in the heat of the moment. For her, she's doing something. And I tell you guys, listen to me carefully. It doesn't matter how some, not all, some of these content creators tell you they don't care about numbers and what people think of them and stuff. They do. Don't let them fool you. Just notice how some content creators act when their numbers are low, and then notice how they act when their numbers start growing. So when their numbers are low, they don't be comparing and talking about other people's channels, this, that, or whatever. But when their numbers start growing, they start making mention of the numbers and stuff, and they act like they don't care, but truly they do. And that is when you see them come around and like, ooh, 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 ooh. They got a new attitude. Okay, they got a whole different attitude when those numbers start coming. You hear me? And then when they're low, they are humbled. You hear me? And then if they don't think they have enough numbers, they go and align themselves. They go and attach themselves like leeches to other CCs so they could grow their channels. I'm telling you. And then the very same people who support them, this is an ongoing thing for soldiers. So come back to this comment up here. Let me see. Where is it? That the same people who were defending her are the same people who she's fighting with. Trust and believe. Look at what happened with Ronnie Q the other day. The same one of the it was like three people on here who used to share out hoes with hearts when they just came on the scenes and had 10, 9, 5, 8 people in their chats. The same people who used to share them out like crazy and talk about go over there by hoes with hearts and support them. The very same people who used to support them all the time and talk about their channels are the very same ones they turn against. It's written in the Beef Sector Bible, girl. It's written in the Beef Sector Bible. The ones who support them are the ones they turn against all the time. And now here we are. Here goes the whole situation with them and Ronnie Q. Look at the people who they're clicking the links to talk to about Ronnie Q. Look at the people who they're clicking because those are the very same people who they used to talk badly about and poke fun of on their channels. But then they are the ones that they're going to because they want to make sure they humiliate, well, attempt to, because I don't think Ronnie Q is humiliated in any way, like to embarrass her or to, they tend to do that to like feel like they have a one up on you, to like do something major to come out and try to embarrass you. That is what they do. So they are friends to no one. Not, well, not friends, they are cool with nobody. And it is always when the numbers start growing that these things happen. You hear me? It is always when they want to grow their numbers is when these things happen. I'm telling you, just watch, just look around and see how people act differently when it comes to numbers. Look at the difference in attitude as opposed to when people just come on here and they act all humble and happy that people are supporting them and stuff. And the minute things change, or the minute, the very same people who they are trying to be cool with were never ever supporting them in the first place. Even with them going over there by VS, I don't know what their relationship was with her, with like, with them, her before, but I am pretty sure they were never cool with her like that, you know? So it is all a numbers thing, like numbers, attention, the reaction from people is what pretty much feeds these people. And that is why they act the way they do. I'm just saying. So the ones who support you in one instance, look out for them being the same ones who will turn and bite you in the ass. I've seen it so many times. It's just the norm in the sector. And that is why I'm tired of hearing myself say it, but I still say it anyways. Don't expect too much from people because then you will never be disappointed. You hear me? I'm just saying. Good morning, Kareen. Listening, leaving out for work. Yeah, I'm just here keeping you guys company for a quick bit, okay? So basically, you're saying it's just another. It is another storyline, Foot Soldier. And then after that, it's on to the next. So her storylines were being in supposed relationships. I don't think the relationship with her and Landlord lasted more than 3 weeks. The TC one, a few months. The Lemon one, I don't know how long. The Buddy Lee one did not go off the ground as she planned. So like she knows what she's doing. And then the subbies, they just sit there believing and like, oh, she's doing that. Girl, this woman already thought out what she was doing and she gets a high off of it. And she knows what she's doing and to her it's entertainment. Hey Bertha May, good morning. Madison says it's a damn shame. Foot Soldier, somebody attempted to give me this name, and I'm like, my mom would never believe anyone who says Very Carey is a pick me. Pick me what? Who cares who picks me? Who ca- This is where I first heard this whole pick me thing come. It was over here in the sector. And oh, she's a pick me. Pick me my fucking ass. Pick who? Who do I want to pick me? And what do I get from that, you stupid bitch? Pick what? Who do I want to pick me? I don't have no need to be a part of anything. In case you haven't figured that out in the past 2 years I've had this channel, do you see me trying to attach myself or click on links of those who have the numbers to try to make sure I'm cool with them? Bitch, I do my thing organically. You hear me? I wish if anyone on here told my mom that I wanted to be a part of a crowd. I want, people to pick me and to like me and I do things because she would laugh you to scorn. Pick who? Bitch, I do what I want. I do what the heck, and I never roll with the crowd. You have got to be kidding me. That was a laugh the first time I heard somebody accuse me of wanting to be a pit me. Nobody in my family would ever believe you. Because I do what I want. I move to the beat of my own drum, and half the time I'm going a different direction when everyone is going right. I said, left is looking kind of juicy for me. I don't roll with the crowd. I don't ever feel the need to fit in. I'm the type of person, if you're having, let us say, an office party or something, and you say, oh, come on, everybody's supposed to wear green and we're all gonna wear this. Bitch, I'll make sure I go out and buy something blue to wear because I am not trying to be a part of shit. I don't think and I don't feel like I need to be accepted. Like, what is gonna happen if I wear pink? Oh my god, everybody's gonna look at me and I'm not gonna be. Bitch, I'll go out of my way to buy blue. I'll go out of my way because I don't think I need to fit in to feel like I am somebody. I know I'm somebody. The fuck? You think I need validation from anybody over here? No, I'm not, foot soldier. I am not triggered, okay? I'm just saying that I don't see the need to do anything out of the way or out of the ordinary to feel like I'm accepted by a crowd. This crowd only exists to me when I go live or when I pick up my phone and watch other people. So what happens when I get off of here? Does your um your does your acceptance matter then? No. Some people have issues where they are afraid of being excluded. People are having issues and with their fear of being rejected and so on, and they just want to be accepted. We just heard somebody go on a whole rant the other day saying that people don't support them. Saying that people don't support. Hey, Donna, DJ Jones. Donna seems to agree that it's a storyline for sure. Okay. Bertha May, this is how we started talking about this because I was reading your community wall, Bertha May. This conversation that I'm having right now, I started off by because when I got up and I was looking to see who was live, I didn't see anyone live, and I was going through the community wall and I saw your post and read it, and that's how we are where we are right now. Okay. That is how we got to where we are right now, Bertha May. I'm just saying that the content creators on here, they when they have small channels or they just start out, they are very appreciative of people who support them and stuff. And the moment their numbers start growing or the moment they get a little bit of attention, the very same people who used to support them are the same ones they give their ass the kiss or they try to publicly shame because they don't care as long as it gets them a storyline, as long as it gets them you know whatever views they have out, they'll do that. They'll do tours on other people's panels to do that and stuff. Mm-mm. No. Just not too long ago, we're hearing somebody who is upset that not a lot of people were supporting them for their graduation. And I'm like, hey, I graduated like 15, 16 years ago. Can I get support? Let me stop. Let me stop. But my thing is, um, you don't need to seek validation, acceptance, knowings from people on here. You don't need to get compliments from people to feel like you're somebody. You're supposed to have. You don't need. Some people, they don't have like any peace of mind, concerning who they are, unless somebody recognizes them, unless somebody says, "Oh, you're doing this, bitch. Yeah. Oh, you're doing good. This, that, what." They don't feel good unless somebody does that, and it's kind of sad for people to, you know, get so emotional over people not supporting them, because I found it so strange. Well, not strange, because this is the first time TMO has come out here saying that people don't support her. The they and the them and the y'all don't support her, but they support other people and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Once you have family and friends who support you in your endeavors, especially something, an accomplishment, that you did, whether it's a certificate, a degree, whatever you did, once your family and so on acknowledge it, they're there to represent you, to support support you at the event, what do you care about whether or not beef sector content creators support you? Your family support should mean the world to you. Your friends support should mean the world to you. And I'm guessing she's saying, if other beef sector people have events, challenges, if something good happens in their family and they talk about, maybe, let us say, their children doing good or their partner doing something or them accomplishing something, maybe then, people come out and they come in the chats, flood in the chats and supporting them, or flood in their cash apps and, congratulating them and stuff. And she's saying, she mentioned that she was graduating, and not a lot of CCs who she supports um cash apped her, and she's saying nobody supported my wish list and nobody did. And I'm like, oh my god, you're online crying about this? You cuss people out every time you hit a link. Do you think anybody's going to want to support your wish list? Because every time you click on a panel, you're cutting people out in the chats. So who are the people in the chats that are supposed to support your wish list? Or maybe she wanted the content creators who she supports to talk about her wish list so the subbies could support. But who are the subbies that are going to support? I know she does have her own supporters. I know that. But who's going to support if all they hear you do is cuss people out when you click on a panel? You don't pay attention to the people who do support you. You pay attention to the ones who you want to be a part of the in crowd. And you pretty much run away the ones who support you, because their support don't mean nothing to you. It's the support of the bigger CCs that means stuff to you. It's the support of those who are in the in crowd that means something to you. So the regular smegular people who are out here supporting you, they don't mean shit to you. And she used to say that too, like when she started her channel, the very first channel that she had. She'd be talking about how you don't support me, or they're going live and they know I'm live over here, and they don't support me. And I'm like, I used to be over there as one of her few people who was over there. And I'm like, but people are here supporting you. Why are you not paying attention? You are paying attention to the 3 or 4 people who don't support you. And then you may have 100 people who are here showing support in your chat, and you totally disregard them like they don't mean shit. And I'm like, how do you expect for people to want to stick around if you show them that they don't mean shit to you and you're more focused on the other CCs? If people want to support you genuinely, they'll come. Okay. Foot Soldier says she's always crying about something. Bertha May says her graduating ain't gonna pay my bills. I know that's right, right? Donna says that's crazy to seek validation from YouTube, from the tube for graduation. It's crazy. So I think she got upset and talked about how, you know, people didn't support her wish list. And I say to myself, nobody owes anybody anything over here. Nobody. The subbies don't owe you anything. The CCs don't owe you anything. They don't have to share your life. And I'm just talking in general, not necessarily for her. The CCs don't have to share you on their community wall. They don't have to tell people to go over to your channel. They don't owe you nothing. The subbies don't owe you nothing. You hear me? You go out there, you do your content, and whoever is supposed to come, they'll come. And that's how I look at it. And I also, while saying that, I also say that it is good to cross support. It is good to support people who support you. I'll also say that too. Because you do have CCs who, when they're coming up, they're okay with you sharing them out. But the moment their head starts getting big, because people have their names on their tongues, they start trying to, act as if the ones who were supporting them meant nothing. I've seen that one too many times on here. She has all that education but don't have common sense. We got a lot of educated fools out here. We got a lot of educated idiots. Educated idiots is what I call some. Because they'll tell you everything they have, and they'll be the ones who make the dumbest decisions here. They are the ones who make the dumbest decisions on here, who get caught up in certain things on here. And it's just crazy. But it's a thin line between wanting someone to see and understand your views or your feelings. It's a very thin line between that and, seeking validation. It's crazy. Let me see. Her only supporter is Nina. It's good to have a support system, and I'm thinking that Nina and her became friends. I don't know if it was where Nina saw that people were, talking to her a certain way and, started defending her and they became friends. I don't know how, but I am thinking that in order to be the Miss O's friend, you have to show all the time that you support her. You have to constantly reassure her that she's okay. You have to constantly, you know, give her, you have to constantly say, you're doing good. And you have to constantly pick her side. You have to constantly reassure her that she's okay. You have to constantly step out in the forefront and say, well, maybe you should try to see it from the Miss O's perspective. You have to and you didn't defend me. She's always going to say you didn't defend her. So you may feel like you're feeling forced to always come out and say something so that she could feel good. So she could say, "Oh, she clicked the link and talked about, this for me. Oh, yeah, there go my friend. She's there supporting me." Like you have to constantly prove yourself to her. You have to constantly say, oh no, this is what she meant, or oh no, this is how she was feeling about this, and maybe she means this, and maybe if you talk to her, like somebody has to be there all the time to comfort her, to tell her that she is doing right and the other person is wrong. Somebody has to constantly be there, and I think it's like an emotional thing. It's for those who have empathy. So maybe Nima has been empathetic towards, some of the things that she's been going through. So she feels the need to, like, show her, support in that way. But I just think it has to be tiring being her friend because she's always in something. Like, has she gone like for extended periods where she's never been in any drama where she's crying or whining about something? She started her channel, people were there supporting her, she was doing good, but every time you went over there, that I'm talking about the first channel, every time you went there, you had to keep saying, but your supporters are here. How do you mean people are not supporting you? What are we? Are we like ghosts up in here? You always have to be reassuring her that you're there to support her. Can you imagine if she gets into let me use the word that's being used out here, a kerfuffle? Can you imagine if you're her friend and she gets into a kerfuffle with people on here, and if you as one of her friends you don't click on a link or be in the chat saying something about her, she's gonna get upset with you. She's gonna say, you didn't defend me, you didn't defend me. And I'm like, it has to be tiring. It has to be tiring. Let me look at this. The link, it's open panel, guys, if you want to click the link. Let me see. Foot Soldier says the people who she's looking for it from don't see it for her, so we all know who them and they are by now. And it was an interesting statement that she made yesterday. It was on the screen yesterday. I'm trying to remember who typed it, and but Pizarro did have it on her screen for a long time, and I'm like, the last few words of that statement that she made, like she was saying that it's not like they support me anyway. And I'm like, what does that mean? You know? Hey Britt, good morning. Hope you're doing good. She does seem needy, Bertha May, and I don't know if I can be around people like that who always want somebody to think about their feelings only. And always sharing everything that they're going through, so you could always be saying, pump her up, lift her up. Like some of the times you as the friend, you're going to need some pumping up too. Some you know I would be so tired. I would be so tired having to hear the whining and the complaints all the time. And it does get tiring. I'm not going to lie. Do you know I had a friend? I have a friend back in college. Well, I have a friend that I used to help a lot. She always had a sad story, and she always was in a situation where there was something, and I used to help her a lot. I used to, try to find resources for her and stuff. But she became a burden to me, I'll tell you that. She became a burden to me, It's like I am doing this from the kindness of my heart. I never do things with the intention of getting anything in return. I never do. Okay? I never do. Because I'm thinking you should always do something from the kindness of your heart. It should come natural. But I saw for myself that even though I was there helping her with things she needed, she was never trying to do anything for herself. She was even older than I was. And I'm saying to myself, how are you this old and you keep getting yourself in some really, really precarious situations? How do you find yourself? Why didn't you try this? Did you think stuff out before you made this decision? She's the type of person who will take loans upon loans upon loans upon loans and just keeps putting herself, man, I can't even talk about it. She was always in need. And after a while, because naturally I'm an empathetic person, I am going to want to help you. But if all this time I'm helping you continuously and you are not listening to, and I'm going to say wise counsel, people who are telling you things that may actually help you, people who are pointing you into the direction where you can actually get help, and you decide, no, I'm just going to make dumb decisions all the time, I'm just going to keep getting myself into situations, I couldn't help her anymore. Because every time she called me, every time we spoke, she was telling me about something bad that was happening to her. And here I was saying, okay, maybe you should try doing this. Okay, here is this. Take this and do this with it. And I'm like, I'm not your mom. It's okay with me helping you. But then if you're going to continuously do the same thing all the time and you never ever learn from your mistakes, what the hell I look like continuously helping you? And what the hell I look like um taking care of your financial things you need? Listen, I got stuff I need too. Are your needs more important than mine all the time? I have to be looking out for your needs. I got stuff I need too. So when I be cutting my stuff to help you, when I be taking my stuff and giving it to you, when I be taking you around places and, doing stuff for you, and then I notice that she does it with other people too. Like she'll talk about, oh, and I'm going to get this from this person. She's the type of person who always wanted something from someone. She's never a giver. Not that I want anything, but she always had a sad story. Oh, I don't have any money to do this. Oh, I didn't hand in my assignment and it's way past due. And then you'll be helping her and you'll be, like saying, so why don't you, when you get home in the evenings, why don't you do your assignments then, since you don't want them piling up on you? Why don't you do this? She's the type of person who she'll be saying, oh, I gotta go to church because they're doing this at church tonight. And I'm like, you have to sacrifice that sometimes too. If you're going to be going to church for 3 or 4 freaking hours because you want to prove to the pastor that you're one of these, you want to prove to the pastor or to the other members of the church that you are a die-hearted follower and blah blah blah, and you could take one of those 4-hour visits to church and sit and get your assignment done. I'm pretty sure they'll understand because you got grades to keep up, you got an average to keep up. I'm trying to keep my freaking average up. You think I'm going to be wasting time in school? I don't waste time in school, child. Do you know how expensive it is to go to school? You think I'm going to waste my time? I got to work 10 times harder. The fuck you think this is? You're draining my ass out. She was draining me out. She was draining me. And I had to just, say to myself, I love this girl. She's cool and everything. But at the same time, I have to think about me too. I want to be there to support her, but at the same time, she has to learn from everything that's been happening. What has she learned? Why do I have to continuously, you know, assure her or tell her, listen, this is what you have to do. You got to do this. Maybe you should try this because you did this 10 other times and it didn't work. And when you notice she's doing the same thing repeatedly, I say to myself, this is not going to work. And here we are, years pass and she's still in some melee. You hear me? And I'm saying to myself, as much as I love her as a friend and stuff, I am so glad I got away from that because it was draining to me to always trying to be finding um ways to help and like getting people to help. It was just too much. It became too much for me. There's a thin line between supporting people and then having people drain you with um their burdens. I'll just say that. Of course, she started backpedaling, and she's saying that it wasn't Pizarro she was talking about. Tried so hard to stay. When I saw Pizarro's live, I was already in the chat, with my chair and everything, and be like, okay, let me see what's going on here. But by the time they went around and round in circles and talking and yapping and but I didn't mean this. This is what I hear when she talks. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, all right, I'm out. I'm out. No, nope, nope. Mm-mm. That's how I ended up going over by That's how I found what's her name, Uppity, Uppity. Every time I'm saying uppity, I gotta laugh because Jay Dunn says you say uppity, and I'm like, yup, because Jay Dunn says uppity, and I say no, it's uppity. Well, I gotta pronounce those T's, hard T's. Okay, so that's when I left Pizarro's live yesterday and went over by Uppity and saw what she had going on. Okay, um, yeah, I couldn't do it because every time when Pizarro calls her out, to say like, "What do you mean when you say this? Like, what do you mean when you say this or that?" And she keeps saying it wasn't her, it was directed to, it was somebody else, it was another CC, or it was another, you know. So I don't know if her wish list, if people bought the stuff off her wish list just yet. I don't know if she got a desirable amount of cash apps just yet for her graduation. I'm not a hater. So congrats to you on whatever it was. I don't know what she did. I didn't hear it. So congrats to her. Congrats to any black person who has achieved something, stuck out and, got their degrees or their certificates or whatever it is that they got. Shout out to them. But at the same time, don't expect to um get the type of support that you think you're supposed to get. This is the beef sector where people turn on each other a lot. Why do you expect that from, come on. And why do you need validation? Did I say hi to you, Ronnie Q? Good morning, and thank you for liking and sharing my video. And Auntie Donna. Auntie Donna, I know what you were laughing at, because this is what I hear when she talks. Because she talks so fast. I don't know what the hell she's saying. And you got to remember, I'm from the Congo. My ears don't necessarily pick up everything because I got to be translating it. Plus, it's going too fast. And I don't speak English already. So, it's kind of hard for me. So, I'm just saying. Ooh, speaking about talking English. Hold on. It was hard for me. So, I had to go to the other people who speak as slowly as I do. And who are speaking clearly. Because a girl is dumb and she can't understand English. Okay.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today. Cash App $Carrie Ray 16. We now return to regular programming.
Listen, do not ever give another person the power to define you. Okay? I'm an early riser of you. Don't ever give another person the power to define you. Because once you do that, you are giving them the power to control you. You hear me? Don't ever give another person the power to define you, because essentially what you're doing is giving them the power to control you. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Man up, woman up. You don't need validation, and it's pretty hard to be saying this to like people who are way older than I am. Like people who are over after you've gone to a certain age, let's say 40. Let's stop there. Let's say 35. After you've gotten to that age, why on God's green earth would you ever need anyone to make you feel like you're somebody in a space of people who you don't really know? Why? I find it hard to believe. Like I'm saying to myself, after you've gotten to the age 35, 40, thereabout, why would you ever need people who you don't know to validate you, or people who you may have had a YouTube ship with for a few years? Like, why do you need external validation? What? You need to start seeking some internal validation. That's what you need to do. The fuck? So dumb to me. And I'm like, maybe it all depends on how you were raised, I guess. I'll be damned if any one of my parents heard me saying, "Oh, this person doesn't like me. Oh my God, they don't come around where I am. And they said this about me." Maybe if I listen, if even in my ripe old age right now, if I ever said that to one of my parents right now, they'll probably slap me in the face. You hear me? And no, not in an abusive way. I'll probably get the eyes from my mom. I don't know what he would do, but he can't. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm just saying. Do not be out here seeking external validation from people you've never met before, people who you will never ever meet. And even if you did meet them, this space only exists when you pick up your phone or pick up a device or put it on your TV. That's the only time these people exist to you, when your phone is off, when your TV is off, your iPad, your tablet is off. They don't exist. They only exist when you go live. They only exist when you're watching them. You hear me? So why do you need other people to validate your feelings? Why do you need them to give you some sort of signal? And why do you need for them to care so much about what you feel and what you think? And why do you want them to always say that what you are doing is a good thing? It's a good thing. I'm doing a good thing. These are people who were maybe teachers' pets when they were younger at school, or maybe they were spoiled rotten by their parents. This is why I don't believe in spoiling children, because you may think you're doing a good thing, but at the end of the day, everyone, when they go out in society, in the big world, nobody's going to do them the way you do. So yeah, you can love on your children and everything, but spoiling them, giving them what they want and all of that, you cannot expect that everybody's going to feel the same way when they go out in the real world. You got to toughen them up and let them know. So you can't always think that because you praise them a lot, like those teachers, they get a lot of praise and validation, then they go into a whole different class and the other teacher does not pet you, and oh hell no. So if you notice, this whole thing here, social media, it is designed in such a way to have people either like your video, you have to gain followers, people, you have to receive likes and stuff. All of those things. This is what social media is made up of. Getting likes, getting follows, getting all these subscribers numbers and stuff. And the comments in the comment section should be lit up. This is what social media presents itself as. But guess what? It may validate you right there in that space that you're in, but it should never validate your life. Some people want the validation here in this little area here that we freaking all the time. They want to feel safe. They want to feel accepted. They want to feel seen. They want to be acknowledged by the core audience, or maybe the content creators who are doing well. So their brain gets wired into believing that their only value, their only worth comes from being validated by others. The only way they can feel worthy in this sector here is if people like them, if their numbers grow. And that is why sometimes you see people throwing stuff in people's faces, talking about how many subbies they have or whether or not their channel is dead, because you're wired to believe that these are the only things that matter. Okay. And your brain gets wired into believing that your value, like right now, I'm thinking that she thinks her value on here, even though she says she's a bad bitch and she makes the channels pop and all of that. In the same instance, she is thinking that she's only seen as valuable or valid to anyone on here, as if the masses see her or connects with her or says you're doing a good job, congratulations, blah blah blah. You know, did y'all look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs growing up? I don't know if you did that. You got different philosophy. Well, I'm just saying, y'all got to just be you and not worry about. I'm preaching to who I'm. The only thing you need in life is freaking food and water and to be able to pay your bills and stay black and, you know, and die. That's what I think. Pay my bills, love on my family, eat food, drink water, continue being black. That's me. That's it. I I wish I would put, oh, I wish I would add to that list and be liked by others. Fuck you. The fuck I think you think I care about your likes? You got to be kidding me. Especially if you're not a genuine person, to hell with your likes. Especially if you're a fake phony bitch, to hell with your likes. You hear me? And that is why I say shout out to my supporters over here and not necessarily my subscribers, because some people are subscribed, they're here for the mess or to just be nosy and stuff. But then you have people who actually come here and they are actually supporters. And my support, I don't need Cash App to know that you support me. Shout out to those who do send it though. But a click is support. A thumbs up is support. A share is support. Typing in my chat is support. And that is fucking enough for me. You hear me? I don't think I need strangers to constantly give me positive feedback, constantly come in and tell me, oh, you're doing good, you're doing good, oh my God, you're doing good. I don't need that shit. The hell? You want to seek this external validation all the time from these people, and then guess what? If you don't get it, what happens? What happens? Maya Angelou has this saying. I may not know it the whole thing, but Maya says that you can only be free when you realize that you don't necessarily belong in no place. That's the gist of it. She says you how does it go? It was from Maya Angelou. She says you can only be free when you realize that you don't belong in no one place. You belong every place, basically. I don't know. I don't know the words to it, but it is what it is. So don't try to fit in a space. Try to be everything. Do your own thing. You know? I'm just saying. Stop comparing yourself to other people, and other CCs are doing this and other CCs are doing that, but this CC didn't do. And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is crazy. You're not a child. Why do you have to have people keep telling you that you're doing good? Why do you have to have people keep listening to you complain? And it doesn't show, it doesn't make you, you're not showing that you're self-confident, even though your lips may part and you may tell people that you're confident and you're a bad bitch and you're doing good and you're the life of the party and you do good on the panels and you're panel gold and this and that and whatever. And you say all these things, but at the same time, you're still worried about whether or not people think good about you. Like, how does that work? Why do you need compliments? If you're self confident, if you're self confident, why do you care about the words of other people? If you're confident in yourself, why do you care about what other people say about you? You need to overcome your need for validation, for constant validation, is what I'm saying. The hell? It's so weird. And what's even weirder is seeing people who are up in their 50s and 60s seeking, seeking like people. I don't understand it. Maybe it's not for me to understand. When your decision making, when your overall sense worth, when your decision making becomes overly dependent on other people's views and opinions of you or their perceived opinions of you, nope, you got an issue. You have an issue. Whenever you have to do all of that, you got an issue. I'm sorry. Whenever you have to, and in your mind, nothing is wrong, but to others, they're looking at you as if you're weak because you don't just focus on what you're doing, what you got going on. You're focused on whether or not another person is supporting you. And if you are someone who constantly support people, let us say you constantly click on their panels and support them, and whatever you do, you come and you help to provide content. If they don't return it to you, if you say it once or twice and nothing changes, that goes, your answer is right there. Your answer is right there. But then you keep going around and you keep going around. But if you stopped and spent that type of energy to build on your own channel, you'll be fine. There's a thin line, a fine line between wanting someone to understand you as opposed to wanting them to validate your feelings. And that's all I gotta say. I'm just gonna stop right there because I don't even know why I'm going any further talking about this. It's just like so weird to me. It just feels so weird to me. Craving attention. And this is not just one person on here. Quite a number of people on here just craves attention, just craves it. And it's like it's a drug for them. It's a drug. There's a difference between wanting people to encourage and support you and wanting this type of validation where they say, "Oh, you're somebody. You are somebody." Basically, you want somebody to tell you, "You're somebody. You are somebody. You are somebody." Ooh, she clicks my link all the time. Girl, you are somebody. Bitch, please. I wish I would. My parents would be very disappointed. Very disappointed in me if they ever heard that I was out here hoping and praying that somebody liked me or somebody gave me some attention or some, or oh my god, where are the subscribers? They're not coming. Like, the fuck you think this is? The fuck? I wish. I wish I would. I wish I would. Anywho, is there anything else happening in the sector? I don't know. I guess I'll hear from the channels that I watch when YouTube Cameras goes live, or Ronnie Q, or if Pizarro goes live, or ODS. We'll hear what happened over by Lemon's last night. Lemon did not do a long live because normally when I get up early in the morning, I'll go peep in to see what he's doing. So he did not stay live for long. Apparently there was a situation over there with Seven Stars and some people from the other sector. I'll hear about it somewhere this morning, wherever I go. I'll hear that, get a roundup of what happened. Happy Life was supposed to be doing a For the Love of Happy Life show. And at first he was amped up about it and everything when he was over there by Lemon, and Lemon said he was gonna, do a For the Love of Happy Life. But he told me last night that he canceled it. He says he's not ready for it. He says he feels, that he's not confident enough, and he doesn't know how he's gonna feel being on camera, and he just doesn't feel like he's ready for it. So I'm just hoping that, I think he's nervous about it, and he said he's not gonna do it anymore. So that's been canceled. I think he much prefers to be in like smaller spaces, more intimate spaces, and he gets, hey, good morning, Miss Tiva. Good morning, everyone. I'm just here yapping away for a little bit, in the morning. Okay, so Happy Life says he'll be canceling the For the Love of Happy Life. I don't know. He says it has nothing to do with what happened with Seven Stars or him or whatever. So, or what happened last night over by Lemon's panel. So he says that it has nothing to do with that, and he just decided that he doesn't want to do it anymore, and that is that. So I guess that is canceled. But I did hear over by Pizarro's yesterday that Lemon is going to be doing it for the love of Lemon. Because since the fake relationship with him and Krista is supposedly over, now he's supposedly single in air quotes. Now he is going to I won't be here for too long, Miss T, but thank you. I appreciate it. I've been on here for an hour and 9 minutes chatting. See, y'all, not everybody has to do a panel. I just always come in and drop my link first and, pin it. So if anything, because normally I start talking and I forget I have the link. So I try to pin the link when I drop down. Shout out to everybody in the clouds listening. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do what I want over here. I am not led by anybody's imaginary beef sector rules about what you can or cannot talk about, who can talk about what or what, who is beef sector or not. There are thousands of people who are subscribed to the different channel holders on here. And to me, if you've been here from ever since, you're beef sector. You hear me? And it doesn't even matter whether or not you're in a group and rep beef sector. At the end of the day, you do what you want to do. You comment on anything you want to comment. You do whatever you want to do on your channel. It's yours, and you don't take imaginary dictates from anyone who is here in the sector before you.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
What's your name? My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Miss T Velocity, I'm hoping to hear what happened over there by Lemons when I go over by YouTube cameras later on when she goes live. Because before I came live yesterday evening, well, last night, I did look over there and I saw some people that I didn't know. It was a girl and some other guy with his shirt off and stuff. So apparently I went there when something kicked off, and I just kind of glimpsed on the chat a little bit, and the chat was saying that Lemon was wrong for what he did. I wasn't sure what he did, but because I had my live schedule, I just came on here anyways. Um Happy Life said something happened over there, like some people were disrespectful towards Seven Stars over there. But I guess I'll hear it somewhere in the streets. I'll get a recap of it from whoever I watch, because I don't know if I'm going to go over in Red Ball. If I have the time, I'll go over in Red Ball. But I'll pretty much get what happened from one of the people I watch. Caramel Bunny, welcome and good morning. You've been here listening and getting ready for work? Okay. Man, I've been making sure I come live, child. So if I can do like in the mornings before YouTube cameras, I'll come on here and be off in time to go catch YouTube cameras, like an hour of her, and then go over there to Ronnie Q when I'm done. So I can do that, or I do at nights when I can. But I'll be coming on here. I'll be paying for StreamYard, so to hell, I'm gonna be using it, okay? And I made a promise that I'll try to come live more often, so I am making sure I live up to my promise and come on here more often, okay? And not only that, I missed some of my people. Always remember, my space is not necessarily for different teams or groups. Feel free to drop down in the chat. The chat is pretty much open to anyone. The mods only block you or time you out if you come here disrespecting them. I don't tolerate that for the mods, because at the end of the day, they're over here supporting me. So nobody should come up here. But apart from that, my chat is free. Do you notice, like, some of the CCs when I just got here, and that is one of the reasons why I made sure that my chat is free and I don't have no borders and be talking about you're from this group or that group or house of there or here or whatever. Because I just said to myself, when I just started coming in the beef sector, when I first got here, the subbies used to be able to go over it. Let us say you had a favorite subby and they were beefing with somebody else. You could go over there in the other chat where the other person is, and you could go over there and speak your shit and then go over to the other person's channel. Listen, I used to I used to be in them chatting some shit. You hear me? And it was just whatever. Then slowly but surely, people started getting blocked and stuff. So you couldn't go in. People used to do their trolling. Man, there were some epic troll moments here in the sector, with the different storylines. That whole storyline with QB and Rick, it was just like so much. The trolls used to be in the chat kicking up dust and shit. It was hilarious. And then after that, the content creators started blocking people like, "Ooh, you're like," they'll say, "Ooh, you're a pieces, block that person," or they'll say, "Oh, I saw you over Miss Olivia, block that person," and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is YouTube." I'm like, what is going on here? And some people, they don't like when they see you in other chats, and then if you come over to their chats, they don't like that. I've seen that with some content creators, and that is why when I started my channel, I always used to say anyone is welcome here. You don't have to be a part of a group. I don't care what part of a group you are. Anyone can come. Everyone is welcome, and that was what I stuck to. Little little, you started seeing some other bigger CCs who claim, "Oh, I'm allowing people to have their own views. Everybody's welcome," but their skin is itching them when they see people who have commentary that does not align with theirs, and they'll be blocking them or cussing them out because they didn't say. If they're talking about A, B, and C, and the subby is in the chat saying, "Well, I believe that DEF is better," or we should look at it from the angle of XYZ, those content creators will cuss you out or tell their mods to block them, or they'll drop down, "Let me block this person, let me block that person out of my chat. I saw them over by let us say, what's the name of the globe people, Babe Nation. That's a Babe Nation and I'm like, what? Are you for real, for real? I'm just saying, it's some weird shit. Okay, you are right, Sophia. Some people definitely do not appreciate their subscribers at all, at all. And they seem to not remember that these are the people who, when you talk and boast about how many views you get on a video, it's those same subscribers. It's them that gave you those. Some of them will watch it more than one times or whatever. It's them. So don't act like you're better than. I don't know why you do that, but okay, it's whatever. Brick Girl says 7 stars was ambushed by Mo 3 sector woman that Lemon allowed up on the panel. Ooh, so that is why they were saying in the chat that what he did, he was wrong for that. But was Seven going back and forth with them too? Is it that she was arguing with them and they just, did a better job at arguing with them? How many of them did he let up on the panel? And isn't he supposed to be cool with her? Why did he allow that? Or was she already fending for herself? Like, I don't know what happened. I didn't see it. I'll hear about it, or maybe I'll go watch it again. But she says she's a bad bitch, so I guess I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, some people are weird on here. I'm telling you, they are. Mm-mm. I just wish the best for you guys. I'm just like, what else am I supposed to wear? It used to be really fun here in the beef sector. Not exactly okay. I remember seeing one lady who was at one point when I looked over there, because I looked over there like maybe I'll say 30 seconds before I got Auntie Donna in the back, and I gotta make sure it's her because there are some weird people who come on here doing their shit. Okay, gotta make sure it's Auntie Donna.
Uh-oh, you put me on mute.
Is that you? It
Yeah, cause
automatic.
I started doing. Now, see, now the thing gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to wait till after you run that little ringing the bell because I was speaking as soon as I seen it came up.
It no, it automatically goes on mute. Let's go
Yeah,
again.
it
I'll.
made me go on mute, so you didn't hear
Mhm.
me. So I happened to look at my phone. I went through my whole thing of ding
Let me
dong, knock
let me
knock.
ring this bell again. Shit.
It muted me again, lady.
Oh,
Grand
hey Auntie
risings,
Donna.
grand
Good
risings.
morning.
Y'all don't fuss at me. I just had to come up because you're going in circles early in the morning,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
don't
not
know
going well. It's not going well with my coffee and my
circles
Mary
in what.
Jane.
You mean talking about the situation with Lemon?
With what happened? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. So
okay.
I was asking questions actually,
Yes,
not
yes, you
saying
were.
what I
Yes, you were.
knew.
I'm gonna see if I can help you a little bit.
Okay.
I was gonna save it for my own live, but I could give a little and then finish off
Yeah,
whatever
just
else
a
I
little
feel on
bit.
my own.
Mhm.
So, you, Seven was up there with Lemon, and the guy Captain from the Mo 3 sector was up there, and he started like repeating every word she said behind her, and they started going at it.
So
Uh,
hold up.
and
So he just came on the live and just decided he was just gonna go at her. So out
No,
of
no, 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 no,
nowhere.
no, 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 no. Everything was. It's like it went through a roller coaster. They were having a good time, and then it went left.
Okay.
I mean, not having a good time. They were able to be up there on the panel together without button heads. In other
Okay.
words,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then it went left when he
Mhm.
started marking her. Every word she say, he'd say it, and then when she started going in on him and was saying all the things that they usually say to him. um, she mentioned that girl who he had video record had the roach on the let me get the chat up because some of these folks I know these people but I might miss some of their names, especially the young ladies in the Mo 3 sector. I'm not familiar with all of them. Max Boogie is my one and only baby from over there as far as females. I mean, I do like some of the other ones, but that's more like
Yeah.
what's her name? Mysterious, like them. She's more mature. She
Okay.
do her thing. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm getting off track because this some good Mary Jane. So with that, the girl with the roach that he had recorded, she came up there because Seven did mention her at when she was jabbing at him, and then the young lady named Jackie came up, and then she dropped down. She was just playing around, like asking him did he need her,
Oh,
whatever, what's
that's the
going
one
on.
who was punching the air, who was making
That
those moves and jabbing
Yes,
and stuff.
that's the
That's the only
beautiful
thing I
that
saw.
and I'm going that's the beautiful chocolate drop. Yes, Jackie, the
That's
boxer.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, she.
And
Okay,
her and
she's a.
Lemon, and let me just say this because some of them are Lemon's mods also. Some of these girls that came up
Oh.
from the Mo 3 sector.
Okay.
Um, um, where was I? Oh, she came up and then she dropped down. And then Seven and the guy and the other girl kept going on and on. And then at that time, somebody brought the guy Captain down. Well, Captain, I guess they said, I missed that part in the video, but they say he said something like, well, I'm going to get down, but I'm going to send somebody over, whatever. So, and then them girls started coming in one by one
Oh.
from over there. The one that had the roach on the noodles was up there. Then I think Jackie came back up, and then it was baby, what a name, big baby,
Big baby.
that young
Yeah.
lady.
Isn't she
She
pregnant?
That's what I heard. I don't know,
Mm.
but this is what I'm got to say. Do I have an echo? Let me pick the check up because I don't even
I'm
have you
talking.
up
Let me
on
see if
nothing
I can
else.
hear.
I hear myself, but
Does anybody hear an echo? Let me mute and then you tell me if you hear an echo when you talk.
okay, hold on, y'all. Okay, I pulled the chat up on my phone because I thought I heard an echo. Can you hear me, Carrie?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
yeah, I see my thing moving. I see my thing moving. So where was I?
Okay. So
Then Big
the
Baby came
ladies
up.
came up, right?
Okay, thank you. I see somebody wrote no echo. I just hear one though. Um, so they came up, and then I think they brought Jackie down, and then I don't know how the other people went up. But while what was going on was where they feel like Lemon done wrong is he let all them attack Seven at one time. A lot of people feel like if he would have like let her go one on one with all of them, however many it would have came up, it would have been better.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's that's where people feel like he just let them go ham on her. But
Oh.
and then the other thing is we got to realize on his platform he letting in a lot of people from other sectors. And what I said before you a while ago, they're gonna bring in their ways. That's how they do over there.
Right.
See, you got to be the channel holder no matter what sector you in and choose what happens on your panel.
Yeah,
And
you
at
gotta.
that moment,
Right.
what he chose was to let them go ham.
Right. So he
Now
didn't
seven
set
did a
any
lot, but let me tell you
boundaries.
something. But see, this the thing. This the funny thing, Carrie. Catch this. They think they done they big one. And the beef sector think most of them think seven did her thing. Cause
Okay.
seven did her thing. Mike wasn't all that good or nothing, but seven did her thing. I was sitting up looking at it. I say, I was laughing. I say, they just don't know seven enjoying this. Seven enjoying this. They don't even know who they dealing with.
She got to get her mic fixed though, because whenever she shouts on her mic, it kind of is like a squeaky sound. So
No, it was okay. It was okay because you
it
got to realize
was.
right now a lot of people are investing in louder mics.
Cause I heard when she was cussing the other night, I could barely hear her. It wasn't her and
She might,
Jayden?
yeah, yeah, but
Right.
she was hum you.
So she held her own.
She held her own. What she did was she realized it was so many of them. At one moment, she was just yelling, going at it with all of them. But then she had to realize that, okay, I'm gonna have to just be quiet for 1 minute. She did a stick and move on them. This is what I'm damn. I hate to drop a gem because this is what I teach my babies in the back. If you ever get up in a situation like that and they got a louder mic or you got a lot of them coming at you, be ready with a one line of real quick jab, boom, when to get quiet or they take a breath. And that's what she was doing to their ass. Seven did her goddamn thing. Seven said, I'm real beef sex. She said, I don't need nobody coming up here. But then I thought to myself, seven is a person that stands alone. Who would have went up there? Seven done battled with most of the beef sector.
That's
Some
true.
people feel like ain't nobody go up there and help her. She don't hang with a cap or nothing like that.
Right. She doesn't hang with a lot of people. She'll go on a few
And
channels here and there.
she done already went to battle with what
Everyone,
ninety
pretty
ninety
much.
percent of the beef sector.
Everyone, pretty much.
And they don't know her. She was doing her damn thing on their asses, and they don't know it. Seven won for the beef sector, and they think what they did won for them. It is what it is, but being that you was on our turf, that means the win is really ours. I mean, seven. Sorry, seven. I don't want to snatch your stuff. You did that.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it to see what happened, because that's one of the main reasons why I left last night. Because I was already getting ready to
Oh,
come
and
in
you
here
was
and do a
asking,
live.
and you was asking, what happened? I think I caught you up. Any other little things you can get filled in because if you go to his live, you can just go back towards kind of like the end to where when Pizarro comes up because he explains it about 5 times from that point on to the end of the video. You,
You know
you,
he's a good repeater. He repeats
you,
himself so often. Oh my god. He repeats, he explains stuff like over and over.
that's
I
that's
think I even
that's
heard Jay
lemon.
Wilson say that
But that's
about him, and I'm
lemon.
like, but Jay Wilson, you kind of do the same thing too.
Okay.
But it maybe not as bad
Hey,
as he
hey,
does.
let me be a little messy. Do you know he came over there by lemons?
Say what now? You mean Jay Wilson, who says he doesn't really watch Lemon like that?
Pastor drop down in
You,
the chat. And wait a minute, this
ooh,
weed good. Didn't he
ooh,
go up
she's
on
on
the?
her
Wait, he went
medicine
up on the.
early in the morning, child.
That's when I take my medicine. Um,
Okay,
uh, didn't he go up on the panel? Oh,
I don't
y'all, I need
know.
some help. If ain't nobody scared, somebody help me from the chat. I think he went on the panel.
Hey, Jill. What did he go
Yeah,
up? Maybe was it about the whole situation with him and the Miss O and what he said yesterday? Was that what he went up to talk about?
I don't remember.
Okay.
All I know, Seven did her thing.
I'm gonna go watch that little clip there because I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, well, then you're
When I
gonna have to go
went,
back. You're gonna have to go back to further then when Pizarro come up because to explain what happened, that's where the explain it went. But you say you're gonna go back and that's right. Go
but
back and see it for
I
yourself.
can't listen to Lemon explain the same thing five
Yeah,
different
yeah. Well, you're
times.
gonna have to
I
go.
can't do
I'm trying to
that.
figure out. Y'all help me out. Let's give Carrie
A timestamp or
a
something
timestamp to go back to. You're
because
gonna have to go back to Well, to tell you the truth, go back to when he come up, cause and just skip a little bit ahead each time to hear when the razzle dazzle start, because they was up there a little while. But all I got to do is tell you, start researching right there when Captain come up.
Okay. I'll do that because I
It
really
was
did see like
it
30
was
seconds of
it
what
was
happened.
something else. He hit that 1,000,
Oh,
but
really? It was. Oh.
Seven said, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." And she went over
So,
there and she
so
done a live.
yeah, I saw when she went live, but I was live at the time, so I couldn't go listen to see
Oh,
what it
okay.
was about. I was
Hmm.
live when all of that foo la la was going on over there. I just didn't know who those people were, so now I got a face to the name Captain. Now I know who that is. I just saw this man in a shirt going off and stuff, and I'm like, okay. They were talking about Mo 3 and stuff, and I'm like, okay.
Cause
I
seven
didn't
went
know.
dark on them. Seven said, "Y'all, seven, Lord Jesus." I like Mo 3. I knew his song before. Let's see, I done going somewhere else. Anyway, but I wasn't like them, a whole group of people. I just know he had did a song, or he sound like Boosie to me. Anyway, he passed away and all that kind of stuff. But she said that they're nothing but a group of people, a sector, worshiping Allah. Something she said, a dead man.
Worshiping a dead rapper.
Oh, something
Okay.
like that.
Um,
Good
I
morning, Jill.
Donna says even if she could handle alone, just because she's beef sector, someone should have helped her. I don't know who would have
That's
helped
what
her
I'm
from the beef
sitting up
sector.
here
Those
saying.
were the days.
Donna, who you think would have went up there
She's
and
not
helped her?
cool with a lot of people. Maybe if Jay Dunn was cool with Lemon, Jay Dunn would have maybe clicked the link. I don't know who would have because Seven is,
Lovely
you know,
Love
like
came up later and said she wished she would have been around.
maybe Lovely would
But you
have,
got to
but there
realize
are not many options.
they also got pretty good mics too, or them Android phones.
Donna
Them
says
Android.
Trish went up there and didn't help.
Oh my God! Oh, wait till you get to that part, Jesus. Trish, you want me to tell you what Trish did, or you
Was
want to wait
Trish
to
doing
see?
her regular crazy stuff? You can tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Oh Jesus, let me catch my breath. Donna, you messy. Um, Trish went up there. She hit the link and she said something like, "Seven, you good? Seven, you all right?" And Seven was like, "Oh, I'm good." And she said, "Okay," and she jetted down. She never, she never. Ah, Jesus.
So you're telling me Trish put her pinky
She,
toe in and tested the waters and dropped down?
Carrie, Trish said, "Shh, I'm out."
This is one of the moments when Trish really she really decided to listen to her name and be shh at that point. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
Jesus. Oh,
Trish,
Jesus.
Trish tested the water with her pinky finger and like, you good Seven? Touched the water and then backed out. Okay.
Wait, no, no, we forgot one more. I forgot a couple of people. Ti. Damn, somebody. Qi was already
QI.
up there, and she was trying to help her, but her sound was bad. She was kind of
Oh
slurring words,
Lord.
so Lemon was trying to say no, 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 telling her to stop because she was actually messing up any little thing at that time. Seven Stars could get in by
Mm.
Q. That's just in my opinion.
Was she
And
the
I know
one
she
who
was
was
trying to
saying?
help, but she stopped, and then everything went on. But a couple of times he had to hold her, like say, "No, QI." But it wasn't that he really didn't want her. I don't think in this moment wanted her to not speak, but he was more messing her up than helping her at that
Was
moment
QI
because
the one who was there saying that she's from the South, so she reps Mo 3? It was it her?
yes, she did. She said
Oh
that.
Lord, I know, cause I just
Oh,
peeped
she
in
said
for a
something
really
similar to that.
short
Wait a minute, let me
time.
take that back. She said something similar to that. I don't know
Yeah, she
because
loves
people
Mo 3
like to
because
play
she's from the
wordplay.
South.
But then wait a minute. The thirsties. The thirsties
Mm-mm.
had to come join in. Here come old Gummy running up there to help
Seven.
Seven Stars. But
Oh
really,
wow.
I see clean through that. He was really going up there so he can go back and have commentary on how what Lemon let them women do to Seven. But anyway, and I don't
Has
know
he
if he
gone
did it or
live
not, but
yet?
we know
We'll
his
see.
game. We know his game.
So he went up there to say,
He went
"Why
up
are
there
you guys
twice,
being allowed to
and
attack
then the other
Seven?"
knot from the black sector, ghetto intellect. Didn't nobody? Lemon did not even realize who sent him the cash app to drop what the guy named Captain. He had to run up there with his thirsty self. Yeah, black sector showed out, represented whatever, however he said it. ZX came up to help. 7 stars, and I'm the one who paid to get Captain dropped down. Such
Oh,
a bitchy move. I'm like, oh, these
oh.
men act like women.
So Lemon done moved on and have like more drama going on his channel. So the
It
whole
was
thing with him and Krista is gonna
it
be a
was
distant
very
memory.
entertaining. It was very entertaining.
It's gonna be a whole distant memory, the whole situation with him and Krista, because now we're gonna be hearing
Oh,
about
wait. Now
the
that's to the end.
storyline.
Okay, now let's skip to this part.
Okay.
Um, oh shit, that damn Pizarro. Ooh, Lord, towards the end, after she asks Lemon what's going on, that. She says something about the challenge that's getting ready to go on for the love of lemon. Krista was up there.
Oh
And Pizarro
Lord.
just a laughing. I'm like, but Krista kept her cool. She stayed quiet. But Pizarro up there being messy, asking about the love of, is he still gonna do the love of lemon, right? And
She
he
came
did
at the
not.
opportune time.
He went silent, Carrie.
Mm.
He did. I mean, and stayed silent for a long time. And then
Wow.
he said, and then they made came to an agreement that they're gonna do a live. He wasn't gonna answer. I
Oh
almost said
wow.
seven. Pizarro at that
Pizarro.
moment. They're gonna do a live about it today. I think y'all help me out because the weed is kicking
Uh.
in. I think I'm giving it right. If I get a little bit wrong, oh hell, I
Mm.
don't mean to lie like y'all do. How about that?
Oh, so okay. I wonder if Lemon is having like, is he
Oh,
deciding to go
because
back and talk to
I forgot
her?
to say this part because I heard something in the wind. I don't know that he wants to talk to Krista before agreeing to the for the love of lemon.
Oh
Why I
wow.
don't know if they, but maybe it's something. Hey, do your
Why
thing.
that is that a whole different storyline? Cause like, why does he need her permission? Didn't he say he was doing what he was doing and she does what she does? So
I
I don't
know, but
know.
this,
And
yeah, you're
the for the
correct, but
love
this
of
still is
lemon was
what.
supposed to be a get back at Krista for her wanting. Was it because of when they fell out in air quotes, with the
Was
whole
that this
situation
time or was
with
it a time before?
I don't even know. It was it. What's the name of that dude that it was
I
from the Umar
was
sector?
getting ready. The
What's
Umar
his name?
sector.
Binary dude. Is it because of the comment she made about the binary dude, like, asking
I
if he
really
was gonna
feel
come
like
back and how she wants back her space when he does come back live and stuff?
I,
Like
I,
how
I I feel like that kind of got the ball rolling on this last kerfuffle of his and hers,
Donna
right?
says there's a Donna in the chat that says she did that challenge without his approval. Which challenge? Which one?
She did of a love or something. I didn't even know.
What challenge was that? I didn't even know. Because to be quite honest, I really haven't been keeping up much with their storyline because it's fake. It's all just an act and stuff. So like, I just hear little bits and pieces from the places I go.
Well, did you hear about her button heads with ODS and
So I
Pizza and them?
heard.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
Pisa did cuss her out the night before.
I caught a little bit of that
Hey,
too.
Resto. Resto is in.
What up, Resto? Did you get any rest? I know you said
Was
you only need a
Resto over there
little.
last
Did you
night
get a
too?
little?
Was he up there on the panel last night too? Resto.
Early in one part, I think I don't know. Hell, this weed good.
Okay, okay.
I was getting ready to answer you, and then I was not sure.
Oh,
I
about the
think he was.
challenge. About the challenge. I don't know which challenge Donna is referring to. She did that challenge without his approval. How is it she? For the love of lemon. Oh, are you talking about Pizarro? That Pizarro
Oh,
decided to do the challenge without his approval.
is my
He said
sound messed up? Cause you sound real low, or you sound low. No, I can
maybe it's
barely.
me and my microphone. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Yeah, that was you. You had got real low, and I thought it was
Is
me.
it still low right now?
Yes, you're wonderful, crystal clear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I be laying down sometimes on the thing. For the love of,
Okay.
oh, so maybe Donna is saying that it Pizarro decided to do it for the love of lemon without any
Okay. She said yes.
confirmation from. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay, that was one of her
So
troll
maybe
moves.
that's why he took so long to answer. And yeah, because Pizarro and Just Krista ain't cool anymore. So with him not being with her in air quotes, she's like, well, maybe we should do it for the love of lemon. You need another woman in these streets. To hell with Just Krista. Who are we gonna get for lemon? Let's do it for the love of lemon. Okay, I would much prefer to watch that before I ever keep up with the storyline of him and her because it's weird to me.
You much what? Cause you kind of you
I would much prefer to watch a For the Love of Lemon before I follow up the storyline with him and Just Krista because it's kind of weird to me. It doesn't make much sense. It's all an act, and it's a relationship that
it's
is
a panel.
only
It's content. It's a
it's a
panel
panel
fuller. A
relationship.
panel fuller. You know
It's a when I
all of
go
that.
live, we're together relationship. It's we're in an imaginary relationship online. Once the StreamYard live goes up, we're together. We're an item. Like, come on. What happens otherwise? You spend 10 to 12 hours on here talking to him. What happens in the real world? There's nothing. You don't meet each other. You're not traveling to see each other at any time. It's not like you're just, I don't know. I don't got time to
Well, now wait
waste.
a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I choked. We don't know. We don't know what the future may hold. I
Ciao.
could say, look, stop, Carrie. I could say one thing about YouTube. Not we, we're isolating ourselves to just this sector. We got people now that to get those clicks and views, they will meet up with people to
Ciao.
to
To,
get
to get that
to
buzz,
keep their
okay?
channel afloat.
You do have a point right there. You never know, and I don't know. He seemed kind of hesitant to meet
But
up with
he's
anybody
Oh
else,
yeah, he said
especially
he
after
don't want
that.
to. He said that in this live. I did hear him say he don't want to meet up with no. There's nobody else up here he want to meet up with.
Because of what happened with, because he thought everything was good with him and Ness and the other folks that he met up with, and it turned out
Now I
almost
got a
every
few
trip
people. I
comes
got a
into
few
a
people
disaster.
I would like to meet up with, but I've been wanting to meet these people for years.
Ciao.
But I even used to have an idea years ago, myself and what the lady name? Oh man. She went on the Vegas trip. Lori. Back in the
Lori.
day, me and Lori was talking about like just traveling, going to different places where content creators is at, and like they meet you at a restaurant, sort of like a meet and greet. You go to their town and you meet them just to travel to
Hmm.
get out and different stuff. We talked about that about
Do
six,
you
7 years
still
ago.
think you would do something like that given the climate of the sector right now? Do you think you would still do that?
I would do it to a
A
person that
select.
I think yes.
You
Because
got to be
one thing,
selective with that one.
listen, baby. Because one thing about me, I
Hey
respect people
Joyce.
privacy. If I meet them, it could be where if they don't want to be a photo, they don't want a video, it will not be one. All I would ask is that I could like maybe just let them see the food and hear a voice. And if that's not even I will respect the person that I'm meeting, because for me it'll be more for meeting this person that I've been vibing with up on YouTube for years more than content for me.
Yeah, it's just meeting these people, right? As opposed to wanting to deliver content. And some people you can't even trust them. Like some people, I'm not even gonna bring up some stuff that I've seen so far on here. It is crazy. Resto says it wouldn't be a bad move right now, honestly. What wouldn't be a bad move? The meet up or the For the Love of Lemon?
Right, which one? Morning
Do you think?
detached.
Do you think the whole situation with him and D Spot, not with him, with just Krista and D Spot, do you think it's gonna go any further? Like I heard that they fell out, but do you think it's gonna be like a back and forth between the two of them?
I think it will until you talking about ODS?
Yeah, ODS
I
and
think
Krista.
yeah, I think it will until ODS be like, look, I ain't got time to keep going back and forth. Cause you know ODS say he done got older now, and he beef for as long as he feel like it, and he'll cut his all right out. Cause he feel like what more can he sort of like me? What more can you say?
Right.
You're now repeating
Mm,
yourself.
yeah. Who knew her and her
Yeah.
nephew were gonna fall out?
Well,
It was
well,
supposed to be her nephew, right?
Carrie, how
Wasn't
long ago
Lemon?
was they saying the B sector was dead?
It never sleeps. Whenever it goes quiet, you know they're fishing up for something. And like right now with Lemon, Lemon will be networking with other people, different sectors and stuff. So there's always gonna be something. It may
But
not be
yeah,
what
see,
people
but
want,
the
but
thing is,
there's always something happening. It may
exactly.
go
But see,
quiet for a while, but trust and believe something is brewing in the meantime.
yeah,
So
but
it's
me,
never dead.
I wait till it brew over here in my hood. I don't run out in,
Okay.
I might peek out in them hoods, but I don't go hang in no other hoods. And I do. I got certain places I might be in the Mo three sector and in the black sector. Been for years, but I don't hang everywhere over there. I come
I
home.
watch Coolin. I watch is Coolin in Mo three or Black? Is it Mo three? I think it's Mo three, right?
She'll say that she's not, but I've heard of her from the Mo three sector, but she says
Okay.
she's her own sector, like Room Shaker.
I watch a little bit of Room Shaker. I watch Coolin and I watch Max. I'll
Max
be
is
up
my
in them
baby. I
clouds,
watch
okay?
Max. Now I
Yeah.
will go over to Coolins from time to time, and then if I can catch it, you know what I'm saying. And Room Shaker, I told Room Shaker on that same on the other live, um, at up on Lemons, I think, or wherever the hell I was at, and I was talking to her. Like I
Mhm.
said, this Mary Jane Good. I told her, I said I was scared of hell. And she told me, "No, come on, drop down." I said, "Okay, I'll say 5 Hail Marys and try it one day."
Sometimes she'll be having like good conversations over there, dependent on
Cause one thing I could say about them two coming from that area, because well, name all three of the names that you just named. They are people from their area was blackballed, and we in this area we know about blackball. Correct.
We sure do. We
All
sure
right.
do.
But let me ask you this: do you think it could work today if folks try to blackball people? Because it's a different crowd of people.
Uh,
A lot of
Not
we lost a lot of our
necessarily.
people, huh?
Not necessarily. I don't think it's gonna work because
I don't think it
once
will
that
work now
person
either.
still stays
It's different
consistent and
people.
does her own channel, I mean, does
Hmm.
their own content, it shouldn't matter.
Hmm.
And there are different people now, and people are gonna support who they
Exactly.
want. And
That's
then
the
there are people
key.
from different sectors who come
That's
over
the
and
key.
support, whether or not it's in the clouds or whatever, the trees or whatever. But
And
the
guess what,
support, people
Carrie?
still get their support.
And Carrie, the ones that would have been the soldier with you to be that toy to let you take back home is not here anymore. You know, the ones with the heavy pockets. You know,
Right.
the beef sector. See,
Right.
that's what the new people don't know. We done lost so many. Like, oh,
Some
I don't
of
want to
the
see this.
right.
The big pocketbooks are gone.
Closed their
The big
pocketbooks.
and left. Some
They
of them
closed
left.
and left, or they
Or
closed and stayed
closed.
in the
Yes.
bushes. Okay.
Yes.
So the money is not as big as it was prior, from
Wasn't it
what I've
beautiful back in the
seen.
day?
It
Oh,
sure was.
it was
It sure
beautiful.
was. So people are not spending like that anymore. And I guess sometimes it's because of the entertainment. Sometimes the entertainment changes and maybe they're not for all some of the stuff that happens. Especially when it gets too dark. I can
Right.
see why they would. Yeah. This is nothing compared to how things were prior to now with the people who
And
used
of
to.
course we don't expect it to go back to what it was. Because like we were saying before, a lot of people have to realize, yes, for me, for example, I'm beef sector. I'm from the beef sector. But my channel is my channel. Nobody gonna tell my grown butt what to say,
What to
what to
do.
do, how to handle stuff. You and see, they like to do that
Right.
commentary to where they think
Right.
they could put a string. Oh, we already seen Puppet Master work over here for
We've
years.
seen batteries being put in people's backs over here enough to know you do your own freaking thing and stand on your own over here. If they
Let me
come, they
hush.
come. You may be in the beef sector. You do what the hell you want on your own fucking channel. We know what happens when people put batteries in people's backs, and then after that, those very same people who light you up and gas you up, they're the same ones who will turn on you. You hear me? The very same ones. I've seen that way too many times on here. Way
Mm-hmm.
too many times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's all in the name of clout. But whatever.
Because everybody is up here for different reasons. You
And
got
some
some people.
people find it hard to believe that people do this for entertainment.
Yeah,
Like some people really find it hard to believe that some people come on here
wait,
to
Carrie,
be entertained.
have you told anybody in your real life about this?
Only one person,
And
and I am so
how
sad
did
I
they look at
did.
you? How did they look at you?
They looked at me like I was weird. First of all, I was trying to explain the sector to them. And I did it just and I did it on a day when I used to do I teach it, you speak it, when I used to come on here and play,
Oh, I used to
like,
love
oh
that.
my God, I'm gonna teach people how to speak
Well,
patois.
God.
Let's do some I teach it, you speak it, and I used to do that. So they saw me doing that, and let me see, I want to be a part. And I'm like, no, don't you dare come over here. And if you're
Right.
ever gonna drop in my chat, don't come here under your real name. Please change your name. And she's like,
Hmm.
so why do I need to change my name? I said, just follow what I say, because it can get horrible over there. I tried explaining. I'm like, listen, I don't know how to explain this to you, but just imagine watching drama almost 24 hours of the day. Just imagine it's one of those soap operas or something that you watch that's filled with a little action here and there. It gets a little bit dirty sometimes and stuff, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to explain it because then, especially if you're explaining it while people are on the panels cussing each other out, what do you say to them?
Oh,
Like, how do
you
you
know,
explain what's going on?
well, Carrie, you told one person, but I made a mistake and told my family.
Oh, Lord.
That is one of the reasons why I had stopped doing stuff on
That's
my
why you
channel.
stopped.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh my
oh,
God. You
oh.
made the mistake of telling
I
them you're going to have to maybe create a different
I've made
channel.
a lot of mistakes in these 7 years coming up here.
I feel bad about telling my friend too, and I hope for God she accidentally unsubscribed. I'm praying that YouTube unsubscribed that person. I am praying that she saw this channel and decided to unsubscribe or something, please. Because it makes you not want to say certain things, or it makes you feel so bad sometimes to know that they're going to think you're crazy watching some of the stuff that happens. They don't understand like where some of the roots of the beefs come from and stuff, and it's just kind of crazy. This is supposed to be my, I told this person so off, I said, this is my guilty pleasure. I don't want you over here. It's gonna feel weird knowing you're here watching when I'm doing my thing and in the spaces that I go to. But she's like, I want to see, I want to know. I wish for God that that person is not watching. Let me see.
Well, it's too late because I'm getting ready to make it even worse. Because guess what? This is years ago. This is when YouTube was open for everybody. Even the babies know, my little ones know about my channel. And I had to teach them not to drop down or whatever,
Oh
whatever.
Lord. Mhm.
Some of them did not respect my wishes and did. And trust me, I got on that yeah, I made some phone calls, called mamas, grandmamas, aunts. I called the family. This is look, this is a whole different ball game up here.
Yeah.
I've told my family members, anybody call you and ask you anything about me, tell them you wish them the best and move on. Unless you want to make a couple of bucks, cause
I wish.
we can run some shit up.
Run some plays,
Oh
right?
Jesus, I didn't mean to say that. I was doing so good. There go my first curse word of the day, y'all. Daggone it. That I can recognize.
Shantae says, I tried to describe it as battle rap without the music, child.
That's what I was thinking.
Girl, that's a good
But
way.
wait a minute. In the beginning, it was more like skits, like a comedy back and forth. People done skits, we
Yeah.
done videos. Even though we know, and honey, I like that. And see, I didn't. Some people call me an OG of the sector. I don't like to wear that crown because I feel like I didn't put in enough work. I haven't done enough videos. I haven't had enough battles back and forth or nothing like that. I just, I'm more of take the subscriber crown OG
Listen,
over
you're gonna
content
have to
creator.
create a whole different channel, Auntie Donna, and it'll
For what?
grow. Cause when you want to come back on the scenes and do your thing, at least your family won't have access to that one.
The hell with look,
Come on.
no, hold on. My family, my peep, they'll know about the next one if I open it too. Cause I don't have to hide nothing from the ones that's in my real life and that I love.
Girl, I would if I
I told
could,
my I
if
told my
I
babies.
could, I would
Mhm.
create a whole different one because I don't want you guys. I don't want the children dropping it. I don't want friends.
Oh
I
no,
want to
they
be
don't
doing
do it
my own
now.
thing. I don't
They
want them
won't do
watching in the clouds and seeing, So I would do my own thing and just
Carrie.
create an. You could
Carrie.
listen. You have enough
Carrie.
people who you support, and they'll
I
push that
know.
channel
But
too.
Carrie, can we be serious for 1 minute, please, baby? You talking about
Okay.
me. You talking about me. And you talking about my babies in my real life. Do you think they see any different from what I put on the video and what they see in real life? Huh?
Well,
They ain't see
I,
no different.
y- what you got going on over there, Auntie Donna?
No, what I mean is I pray
You
in
go
front of my
off.
babies
You pray and you
and I
cuss.
handle somebody in front of my babies.
Okay.
You didn't hear my story? You didn't hear
They
my
get the.
story? Me and my babies was in the store and I got into it and was about to square up with a man in the store. And my babies was when I turned around, my two was right behind. I know some people like, oh, she about to fight. And but I wasn't gonna fight him. I just wanted he tried to run when I was asking him something. And I went
Oh.
behind him because I was gonna get the answer because I wanted to know.
Oh.
And when I turned around, my babies was right behind me.
So they know the good and the bad. They know all sides of you. Okay, got
They
you.
yeah,
You
they know
wouldn't be
not
doing
to jump
anything
in.
different
They
in
know not
front
to jump in.
unless needed.
I
Okay.
would hope because they weren't big enough for that. But either way, I was like they were right there. They didn't start hollering and screaming and crying. They were right behind their auntie because all I wanted to do, I wanted to know what's going on. Because
What's up?
I had to teach you. You had to speak up for yourself, rather. I can't help. I'm a little rough around the edges. Hell, the way this world about to turn, I'm about to get rougher. And with the Lord on my side, hallelujah, if that's a word.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my mistake. I told my peeps, and when I now I go into the peep because that's my family and all my friends from my lifetime. Now I really didn't tell them, but some might know about it. But I have a YouTube channel or whatever, whatever, and I tell them don't drop down.
Shantae, I'm not gonna go do that. I'll do it over
But
here before I. She says I should. Shantae, you should go do that. You should do it, Shantae. Shantae says Lemon is over there butchering the Jamaican accent, so I should ask for a 15-minute segment over there to teach him how to say stuff properly. He's studying Jersey Shore to turn it. God. Lemon has like 10 different
wait a
accents.
minute.
Hey,
Why would you be
Rose.
why would she be asking me about a 15-minute segment on
She
Lemon
says you
Channel?
should go over there and tell him I need a 15-minute
Child,
segment to.
Donna, wait a
Girl.
minute, who said that? I thought that was the other day.
Shantae.
Shantae, you must be didn't see the live. Lemon put me off the panel with his Trish. Two lives ago, I got escorted. At least he asked me. He said, "Y'all can get off." He at least
He
he
grew
didn't flush
tired
me or
of.
kick me off. He put me off his panel. So no, I
What?
will not be going to ask him nothing.
What? Did
And
he
then
grow tired? He
when I
didn't want you
went
guys
back,
on the panel?
wait a minute. When I went back and looked at it, I'm like, well, what? I'm like, well, wait a minute. What I do? And
Oh.
when I went back and listened to it, I didn't even hear half of what they were
Oh, I
saying.
know
I
when
was
that
having
happened.
audio
I
problems.
was watching the replay on that one. You were
Yeah.
there saying, "Can anybody hear me? I can't hear anything." Did Lemon leave me alone up on here? Now I got to go read the chat. I remember that one. You were there. They were
And
hearing you.
even people in the chat was saying, Trish, I don't think she hear you. But the thing happened was my alarm went off. I cut it off.
Oh.
And usually, it'll knock you off. But then I had noticed a while ago that if you stay up there, the audio will come back. But now what I've realized, yeah, it come back, but it goes in and out, in and out. So it is best that if it knock you off, for me to go down and come back up if I want to.
Right.
Yeah,
So
you're learning.
basically, you were talking, and he didn't even know because maybe what he could have done was
It
probably
was
type it in the
skipping.
chat.
Sometimes I was hearing him and not hearing her. Sometimes I was hearing her and not hearing him. You'll hear me say, I don't like radio silence. At that time, I didn't
I
hear
heard
neither
you
one of
saying
them.
that a few times because I did watch a part of the replay, and he just kindly
So
asked for you to leave.
when he
So you were
escorted us
ushered.
out, he done got upset with me about something that I didn't even know was.
Didn't
I
have
wasn't even hearing
control
stuff.
over.
You done said that I'm up. What he said something about. thanks for coming up here or whatever and all that other stuff. Was
Hmm.
that towards his
And
Trish or
he just
me?
moved on. It was both of you that he took down, I
Cause,
think.
cause that was
Because
like a
Trish
roller
was
coaster
still
ride.
talking her crap, and
I
you
was
were there
I was
saying you
joking with
can't
his
hear nothing.
Trish.
And I don't like the radio silence. And oh Lord, now I'm gonna have to read the chat. I don't like having, because you thought that nobody was hearing you,
There
but
was
they were saying
times,
that
I'm
they could
telling
hear
you,
you.
there was
But he
times I
politely
could.
ushered you to the side. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's why I wrote down in the chat, oh, it's okay, Lemon. And
Did
that's
he
before
see
I
it? Did
had
he
even
respond?
realized. Huh?
Did he respond?
No. It's okay.
Okay.
Like I wrote in that chat, it's okay
Are you going back over there? Or do you
to
stay in the
watch.
clouds
For
now?
now, to watch. For now, to watch because that was wrong. But then, you know what? But I'm going to keep it 100 with you, Kara, because you know that's all I could be.
Mm-hmm.
I checked myself. I said, that's what you damn get. I woke up.
When you watched
I
it
thought I
again?
was going up on a panel to somebody that I enjoy on YouTube. I had done woke up, got myself together. I said, oh, I'll go up here. I had been watching them for a minute from when I woke up. So I'm like, okay, I'll go up. And I went up. I didn't go up to work or anything else. I went up to enjoy him. But I got to
Mm-hmm.
realize I went up on a panel and somebody had done been drinking for hours. So that's what I get.
Okay.
It was wrong.
Okay.
But I stuck my toe out there. If I didn't take my butt up there, it wouldn't have never happened.
Okay. I remember listening to that part. It was a whole thing. What was he trying to get out? He was trying to get something out. Was it about the Jaden situation? It was something he was saying, but then both of you were going off at the same time. And I just remember him ushering you out. And I'm like, okay. Well, guess what he had to say was more important. He didn't want to hear you guys. But you know what? I don't know if he didn't hear
No,
you
no, no.
saying.
Wait, wait, wait. Me and him had just finished laughing and singing because he was going off on the haters. And we did a song together. We were laughing together and
But there
everything.
was
And
something
he
he
said, Auntie,
wanted to talk
we're
about.
bad together. And then it started tripling on to that other stuff.
No, but he wanted to
Huh?
talk about
He wanted
something
to talk
after, because
about
shortly
something?
after that,
I
he
don't
wanted to
remember.
talk. Because he
Hey,
just continued
Rose. I
talking like
just looked
nothing
up at the
happened.
chat. Huh? I'm
Okay.
sorry. My apologies.
It is Shantae.
What?
It is. Shantae says Jay Dunn will be back on the panel in 4 business days. He says he's gonna stick to
I
what
think
he
it might be a
said.
little longer. It might be a little longer.
Well, he says he's gonna stick to what he said, and she's not coming back because he heard her. She heard him, and he thought they were cool, and he had respect for her and stuff. But Jay Dunn was on my panel last night. She was pretty much saying that she's not gonna be taking the disrespect and stuff from him, so she's gonna clap back. Basically, those were not her in those words, but she did speak about it last
I
night
gotta
for a
I
little
gotta
bit.
watch the replay on your other live.
Man, Shantae, did you see the live that Uppity did talking about people who won't stop begging her cash apps and stuff?
What?
Child. And
Wait a minute. Let me light my medicine.
that's pretty much what I came on here last night to talk about.
Oh, that's what you. Oh, yeah. So I definitely got to see that.
So I went over by Uppity, and Uppity was talking
Thank
about
you for
how
going. Thank you for
how
going. Thank
yeah,
you.
it was, I think she did it the night before, because she was talking about how this other person, Trini gal, would not stop asking for her cash app. And she's like,
What?
even if she does any challenge or anything, by the time she's done and she gets her little cash app from her challenges, Trini would be asking her for cash app, or had some
Dear
situation.
Jesus, you lying to me.
And look at Shantae. Shantae says, I don't watch the walrus with no teeth.
Shantae, you heard me say thank you for doing that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us what you saw. Tell me and Shantae what happened.
Hey, Indigo.
Hey, Indigo. There go my
Right. So
baby.
so she was just basically over there saying that this person had a husband, and why isn't her husband taking care of her? Why would she need cash apps? And
Hmm.
then basically it extended itself over there to Jay Wilson. And then we found out about this group chat that they had created. It was supposed to be a group
Who?
chat for,
Who?
it was Uppity, K Fit, and Sparkle Libra, but it's not like one of those group chat
I
type of
understand.
stuff. It was for help for their children or to help
Right,
Uppity to
right.
get like services and stuff.
A support group
Right.
chat. Correct. Okay,
Right.
I get that.
So it wasn't like anything, but Uppity was basically over there saying that she will show the receipts, she'll show the text messages, even of that other person, Trini Gal, talking about Heat Wave. She was talking about how she's gonna show the cash apps of how much she sent the person, so don't push her. And it was a whole thing. So that person used to mod for her. So I heard that, and there was a showdown over there by Jay Wilson. I don't know if Uppity
What?
was drunk and stuff, but I'm gonna go finish watching that today. Ooh, guess what,
Oh,
Auntie Donna? I'm
what?
gonna I'm gonna have to wrap up because Ronicue is about to go
Okay.
live.
Oh, okay.
It's almost time for her to go live. I should
Let's.
look down at
Okay.
the time.
Okay. I just thought I would come up
Hey
and
sis.
fill you in because you had some questions. I hope I did good.
Yeah.
I
So
might
that
get look. I might get some heat for it, but hey, I
no
stand in
you
what I
won't.
said. Let me tell you something. I know where I'm at. I'm not exempt either, but I'm good because I don't have no magic beef sector mic. I would just have to do my strategy and
Your
go.
phone is loud enough, child. Your audio is good. It,
Not when I'm with somebody with a beef sector mic. No, it's not.
oh, okay. Okay. I got you.
But it's okay because I could just be like, okay, I'll finish it. You'll hear what I got to say if you want to cut to my channel because I can't let my blood pressure get up. I done did all that.
Right.
I let these young folks do that. I'm here to
Okay.
be entertained. I am not here to
Part of the
entertain y'all in that
entertainment.
way. I'm
Okay.
not, and not in
Right.
that way. No, 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 no,
Mhm.
no, no. I'm the queen.
Okay.
Gestures, jokers, work.
Okay. Well,
And
we'll see I'm gonna be listening out to see what happens if Lemon acknowledges what he did when he put you off. Like, come on. Let's see what happens there. May not be a big thing, but you guys could talk about that real quick. We'll see how it
we
goes.
can always talk about anything.
Mhm. Yeah. So we'll
First of
see
all,
where that.
we can always talk about anything because I'm not. First of all, like I said, I checked myself first, and when I started there, that's where, yeah. And I'm not making an excuse for him, but it is what it is. If I never would have went
Mhm.
up there, it never would have happened because I know my intentions of going up was good. So that's that.
Yeah.
Um, Everybody have a good day. See you in them streets. I might come with a video later. I'm trying. I'm gonna try because I'm gonna do baby stuff. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm coming live every day.
Okay. But
But
yeah,
I'm gonna try at least to do two a week for now. I'm gonna give y'all two a week. I'm gonna promise that. And I think
I
I
am.
already did too. Huh?
I am
We gotta go.
making sure I use this StreamYard. Okay, I paid for
Okay.
it,
Well, I tried
$45.
restreaming. It's okay
Okay.
so far. But I see you over at Ronnie Q's and my
Yeah.
blessed walking voice. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo, Lickamore, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, I just dropped Ronnie Q's link in the chat. She's gonna go live right now. This is her time of the morning. Shantae says the Trinity gal part killed me. Trinity would ride for Lumpity like this. She rides for she has her days when she rides hard for people out of nowhere. She came into a sector and just all of a sudden started riding hard for different people for I don't know for what reasons. And now here they are. This is what's happening. Okay, it just is what it is. I appreciate you all for coming through. Click on the link that I dropped in the chat. I'm going over by Ronnie Q right now. Please make it after 3 p.m. Eastern so I can. Jill, good to see you. I'm going over to Ronnie Q. Okay, let's go watch that dancing cat and sing that song. Okay. I'm going over there right now. I will see you guys when I see you. And I really do appreciate everyone for coming through and listening and, being a part of the conversation this morning. Shout out to those who are unable to, type in the chat because you're at work listening and so on. It's fine. Shout out. Listen, my chat is always open. My chat is open. It's all love over here. Just don't come fucking around with my moderators, okay? And um shout out to Auntie Donna for clicking the link. Shout out to everyone who shared my live stream. I appreciate you. A girl is trying to come on here more often. Okay. I was for 2 years I've been paying for StreamYard. Well, over a year. And the whole time I've been on mute, I don't even know what you heard or didn't hear. Anyway, so like I was saying, I'm coming on here live a little bit more often. It just is what it is. I will see you. It's sweet me. Let me see what she said. The coddling has come back to bite all of the Shantae girl. Me say, when me hear that last night, when me listen to the live stream yesterday, Shantae, I me say, that I go on over here, so. No, the people them where they did their ride for. And I go on so far. Now the two on one fall out. Me don't know if them a go turn back friend. But anything will happen but me I go watch and see what go on. Yeah, everybody where she just get up and just a ride behind people. And me don't know. Me don't know. Me don't know, but me I go watch and see. And see which direction it a go. I'll be there to watch that. One of the time them she did over there ride for what the next girl the name, me not even know. Whatever. I'll talk about that. Girl, Shantae said keep Shantae, why are you making me go off on this shit? Shantae! Don't make me start slap my foot them and talk. Listen. Me want to see where it a go with the two of them. Me interested to see it. Jah know. Me want to see where it a go. Me want to see where it a go. Or if them a go, them probably turn back friend quick, but me go there and watch them. Me go there and watch cause some people go on too extra in the chat and suck up in some people body hole too much because they don't want to be known. They want everybody to can call to them and go on like them as smarty. Suck up in a people body like them yam shit daily. Come over here and just go on like, you know, like suck up on everybody she want to be friend with. Everybody she want to ride upon them backside. Like, me not understand it, but whatever. Whatever. It's whatever. Shantae, well, I told her we are watching and see what go on. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I appreciate I appreciate guys, I appreciate you guys for coming through. I'm going over by Ronnie Q right now to see what she got going on. But shout out to you. Midday I watch Shantae, midday I watch to see what go on over there. So. Every time you see her, she a go on and I go hard in the chat off of people and I cuss people. Like she just get up every day and just angry at. She just get up every day and she just vex with everybody. And when she a go hard, she a go hard. I mean, I understand like if I want trophy she a work towards or something. Me not get it. Me not understand it, but me a go on watch and see what I go on. Anywho, bye everyone. I appreciate you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the new subbies. Shout out to the haters who watch me. Stay up there in the bushes and watch. It's still all love over here. I am born and I am from the country of love. One love. Okay. Fuck you and your hatred that you walk and spew every day. Okay. Fuck you and you and you. Okay. And shout out to the other people. Okay. Bye.